It's the morning show at 88.5 The SoCal Sound. I'm Nic Harcourt. Jed is here and sitting right across in front of me right now. You'll see photos soon on the web. We're about to announce our new afternoon DJ, and big welcome, Matt Pinfield.
How's it going, Nick?
Dude.
Hi, Matt.
It's so great to see you. It's Nick, we would get together, before the pandemic, pretty regularly. We could get together and have some food. And we've known each other for over 30 years, more like 35, I think.
Don't tell people
Yeah.
that.
But it's true.
What are you doing?
It's such an honor to be here, and I'm so excited to be joining the staff here and doing afternoons on this great station and working with my old friend, because Nick and I started out, both on the East Coast doing alternative radio when there were only about 14 commercial alternative radio stations in the country.
That's right.
And we both started as music directors on air and then program directors. And then Nick came out here to the West Coast, at that point in time. But
and you went to MTV and became a, household name.
Well, I was very grateful for the opportunity to do so, But, it's just amazing when there's an opportunity to work with you and work with Jed, because I love you guys on the air. And Julie, too, because Julie Slater I've known for 25 years. We worked together at the K-Rock in New York City. Yeah. So it's not like I'm walking into a place where I don't know people.
No, you know a few
I've done that before.
You got some friends already.
Yeah, exactly. Not a hostile work environment, and I'm just grateful, and I hope that everybody enjoys the show that you're doing, and it's going to be great because it's family already, which makes me so happy, and I love the station. I love the fact that the members, subscribers, everybody who's involved is very passionate about it, and that's it. We've always shared how Nick and I became friends was that amazing musical passion we have. We're music enthusiasts, you know what I mean? And immediately that was our thing. We just started bonding over.
That's true. I remember the first
Yeah.
time I met you in New York. It was at some weird thing called Puke Fest.
Is that what it was called?
That's fantastic.
It was a CMJ event, and I was up in Woodstock, and you were in Jersey, and we were both running radio stations out of houses.
Yes.
Little small market radio stations. But as you said, back in the day when the alternative format was just 14, a handful of radio stations. One of them was in LA, obviously, K-Rock, KITS in San Francisco as well. You guys at HTG, us up at WDST, a couple of others I don't remember now. But the thing I love about you coming to this radio station, apart from the fact that you're my mate, is that you have the history of the format in your head, kind of like I do. Like, we were there when those songs were being played on the radio 30 years ago that created the alternative format that then created the AAA format. So the history is the history of the format, really. And you bring that to Afternoon Drive. And we love Andy. Andy's in Chicago in a high-rise building now doing something else. But you bring that history of the format with you, and I can't wait for you to be here. Beginning today at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's always a little nerve-wracking, your first show, and I hope people enjoy it. Andy did such a great job, and I was a fan of Andy's. So, but I'm happy to be here with my family of people that it feels like it comes full circle.
It's going to be great. The other thing is that, and you're very out there with this stuff, is that we will now have a sober morning and afternoon drive team.
Yes, which is great.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. You talk about gratitude. It's one of those situations where, I love the fact that I'm sober. I'm almost 4 years now. I'll be in May. And there's nothing more important because I love being present. And music was always my first love, music and people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people in my life. So those are the things I focus on now, and I have the opportunity to be here and show up and, you know what I mean? And talk about the things that we love, which is music. It's that passion. Nick, thank you for sharing that too, because I'm really open about that.
I know. Me too. I don't talk about it all the time, but now you're here. Let's just talk about it all the time. The other thing I wanted to get in as well is that for the last few years you've been hosting a show on KLOS on Sunday nights that you are going to continue to host, which is great.
Yeah, it's called New and Approved, and it's a rock countdown, so it's on the harder rock side of things.
And then you'll be here doing the cool stuff
in the afternoons
during the week. Yeah,
so it'll be fun.
That.
So it's really, I love it. I got to say, you and I both being on the East Coast a long time ago, I love Southern California. I've spent a lot of time, of course, I live in Hollywood, but, I spent a lot of time in Orange County, too, which is, I know, it's a big for us.
It is,
Practically lived in Irvine during that period of time, so I could have some space. And so there, I'm very, very happy to connect with listeners here at SoCal Sound, and it's just a great station. But again, the dream is working with your friends. If you can work with people that you really love and care about, and that's
it makes
everything.
It fun. It doesn't make it feel like work. It makes it feel like you're coming to go hang out and chill with your friends.
Yeah,
it doesn't make it feel cumbersome.
And that'll be happening too, because that's kind of like with Nic and I. We talk about music, and we talk about our children, our friends, and we never lose the passion for music, for new music and music discovery, and for all the classic stuff that we experienced as it was coming out.
Yeah, exactly. And now mixing that in with the stuff that's coming out today. So you're on this afternoon at 2:00. Make sure you guys tune in and catch Matt's first show. It's going to be
exciting.
Fantastic. And welcome, Matt Pinfield. The wait is over. We had a lot of people trying to guess. A couple of people did guess. But, a couple of people thought Ryan Seacrest was going to be here. And I was like, no, we've got a guy who knows music. So you'll be here this afternoon. Enjoy your first show.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jet.
Seriously.
It's
I'm
to be
so
here
honored.
with you. I'm honored to be here. And it's going to be, I'm really excited. I hope the listeners enjoy it today.
All right. Cheers, man. We'll see you this afternoon at 2:00. Matt Pinfield, your new afternoon drive DJ here on the SoCal Sound. Matt, I'm excited. Good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
All right. So, Jet, we got a couple of other things to do. We got to celebrate our member of the day. We'll do that after this tune from Chris Isaac.